Hello, my name is Conor and today I'm going to be teaching you how to produce your very own TV show. It all starts with people getting their stories. While they are working on their stories, your main role is to keep everything organized, make sure people stay on track, and make sure everything is going to be done on time. When people start getting done with their stories, they are going to export them onto the desktop for you to upload onto a LaCie. A LaCie is an external hard drive that we use to transfer big videos from computer to computer. Now it is the day of the newscast. When you first come into the school, you're going to go into the office and there was a folder labeled announcements. You go there to see if there are any announcements that need to be read for that day. Next, you come up to the digital room and go into the control room. The first thing you do is turn on the computer. You do this by pressing the big black button at the bottom of the rack. Then, once the computer starts up, you log into Broadcast Picks and load up the show that is created for your show. Once the show is loaded on the computer, it is time to upload your videos. You start by plugging the LaCie into the bottom of the rack next to the big black button. Once it is plugged in, a pop-up window will appear on the screen. You click the open file and then find your videos on the LaCie. Once the stories are uploaded, you want to check to make sure that they will play on the system.
Next Thursday is the second annual dance marathon. All proceeds go to Boston.
The next thing you will need to do is turn on the lights. Do this by hitting the switch on the back of each fixture. At this point, your anchors should be arriving. When they get here, you will need to run a mic check. You do this by having them put their mics on and turning their mics on one at a time.
Mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2 3.
Once the mic check is done, you will want to start recording. To do this, go to the rack and make sure the camera in the auditorium is on. You will press Destination 16, Source 3, and then Take, and then you will press the record button a little bit down lower on the rack. Then you will go back and press Destination 16, Source 1, Take. You want to make sure you do this, otherwise you will have no feed. Once you have done all that, you will be ready for the show. You will be sitting in front of a system called Broadcast Picks. You will start off by having a test pattern up and have the intro loaded into your preview window. There are two windows on this system. One is the preview, which is something that lets you see what is going to a live, and the other is the live window, which is what you are sending out. So once you are done with the intro, you will go into the anchors. You want to make sure the camera person is ready and counting the anchors in so they are ready. When you go to the anchors, you will also need to make sure that their mics are turned on. So at this point, your anchors will be saying all of their announcements. What you will need to be doing is getting your first video ready. The anchors should be saying something like, "We cut up with," and then the name, and you will turn off their mics and transfer it to the video. You will need to go back and forth until the show has ended. After the last video, you will have to go to the anchors and they will do their closing. After the closing, you will need to go back to a test pattern. After the show, you will need to end the recording and give the hard drive to Mr. Donnelly for editing.